Prime Minister Narendra Modi today directly addressed the people of Pakistan. And he asked them, he urged them to ask their government and especially the youth of Pakistan, what is it that their terror obsession got them after so many decades? The Pakistan army is richer, their government serves their army, but who serves the people of Pakistan? He spoke of India now being the fourth largest economy in the world, the prosperity across India, and the new depths to which Pakistan is sinking. Will the youth of Pakistan ask their government some tough questions, especially the Pakistan army, which has enriched itself for decades? Even today, when you look at the situation in Pakistan, Asim Munir has become a field marshal, but the people of Pakistan, the Awam of Pakistan, it's still begging for its next square meal. That's the truth about Pakistan. And then the Prime Minister very clearly said, you want to live peacefully with us, coexist peacefully with us, आराम से रोटी खाओ, वरना, he warned, मोदी की गोली तो है ही. Either live peacefully or prepare to die by the gun.
हमने आतंकवाद के ठिकानों को तोड़ना था, मारना था, सबक सिखाना था. उसके बाद तुम्हें चुप रहने की जरूरत थी, लेकिन तुमने गलती की तो तुम्हें सजा भी भुगतनी पड़ी. साथियों, भारत की लड़ाई सीमा पार पल रहे आतंकवाद से. जो आज इस आतंकवाद को पाल पोस रहा है, उससे हमारी दुश्मनी है. मैं कच्छ की इस धरती से, पाकिस्तान की सीमा पर सटा हुआ मेरा जिला है, मैं पाकिस्तान के लोगों को भी कहना चाहता हूं, क्या पाया आपने? हिंदुस्तान दुनिया की चौथी इकोनॉमी बन गया और तुम्हारा हाल क्या है? तुम्हारे बच्चों के भविष्य को बर्बाद किसने किया? तुम्हें दर दर भटकने के लिए मजबूर किसने किया? ये आतंकवाद के आकाओं ने. वहां की सेना का अपना एजेंडा. पाकिस्तान के नागरिकों, खास करके वहां के बच्चे, ये मोदी की बात कान खोल करके सुन लो. ये आपकी सरकार और आपकी सेना आतंकवाद को समर्थन दे रही है. आतंकवाद पाकिस्तान की सेना और सरकार के लिए पैसा कमाने का जरिया बन गया है. पाकिस्तान के युवकों को तय करना होगा, पाकिस्तान के बच्चों को तय करना होगा, क्या ये रास्ता उनके लिए ठीक है? क्या उनका भला हो रहा है? सत्ता के लिए जो एक खेल खेले जा रहे हैं, क्या उससे पाकिस्तान के बच्चों की जिंदगी बनेगी? मैं पाकिस्तान के बच्चों को कहना चाहता हूं, ये आपके हुक्मनारा, ये आपकी सेना आतंकवाद के साए में पल रही है. वो आपके जीवन में खतरे पैदा कर रही है, आपके भविष्य को नष्ट कर रही है, आपको अंधेरे में धकेल रही है. पाकिस्तान को आतंक की बीमारी से मुक्त करने के लिए पाकिस्तान के अवाम को आगे आना होगा, पाकिस्तान के नौजवानों को आगे आना होगा. सुख चैन की जिंदगी जियो, रोटी खाओ, वरना मेरी गोली तो है ही. टूरिज्म लोगों को जोड़ता है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान जैसा देश भी है जो टेररिज्म को ही टूरिज्म मानता है. और ये दुनिया के लिए बहुत बड़ा खतरा है। भारत की कार्रवाई से पाकिस्तान कैसे बौखला गया, ये भी हमने देखा है। 9 तारीख रात को हमारी कच्छ की सीमा पर भी ड्रोन आए, ड्रोन। हमने तो आतंकवादियों के ठिकानों पर हमला किया था। उन्होंने हमारे निर्दोष नागरिकों पर हमला करने की कोशिश की, और जब उनके ड्रोन दिखने लगे तब भारत ने भी उनकी सेना पर 2 गुनी ताकत से हमला किया। भारत ने जिस सटीकता से पाकिस्तान के एयरबेस को, उनके सैनिक ठिकानों को तबाह कर दिया, उससे दुनिया हैरान हो गई। पाकिस्तान के हमले का जवाब हमने इतनी ताकत से दिया कि उनके सारे एयरबेस आज भी आईसीयू में पड़े हैं, आज भी आईसीयू में पड़े हैं। और तब जाकर के पाकिस्तान शरणागति के लिए मजबूर हो गया। पाकिस्तान को लगा बच नहीं सकते। भारत ने रौद्र रूप दिखा दिया है, और आखिरकार ये हमारी सेना का पराक्रम था, ये हमारी सेना का साहस था, ये हमारी सेना का सटीक ऑपरेशन था। कुछ ही घंटों में पाकिस्तान ने सफेद झंडा फहराना शुरू कर दिया।
So the Prime Minister in detail describing how India targeted multiple air bases in Pakistan. Those air bases even today remain in ICU. The Prime Minister saying they're still not operational. And such was the ferocity of Indian attacks that Pakistan was forced, compelled to wave the white flag, metaphorically seek ceasefire. Sharanagati, I mean, Pakistan came and fell at India's feet, metaphorically speaking. Now, the government has described Operation Sindoor as the new normal. There are multiple teams of members of parliament talking about Operation Sindoor and Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror across the world. The Prime Minister spoke of the valor of our braves, the impact of Operation Sindoor, but the opposition says, why is the Prime Minister not addressing either an all-party meeting or a special session of the Parliament? Joining me on India First is Sardar R.P. Singh of the BJP, Dr. Ajay Kumar of the Congress Party. Before I come to you, gentlemen, give me a moment as I want to bring in my colleague Sandeep Unnithan for more on this. Sandeep, the clearest statement from the Prime Minister why Pakistan sought ceasefire and that there was no intervention of any foreign power?
Absolutely, Gaurav. Very clear words from the Prime Minister, and the word that he used, the Sharanagati mein aa gaye, seems to suggest that fact that Pakistan dialed the DGMO's hotline and asked for a ceasefire. I think what happened on the 10th of May, Gaurav, is something that the Pakistan military was completely taken by surprise. They hadn't war-gamed this. They hadn't anticipated the ferocity of those attacks. And we were here in the studio, you remember, we were talking about it. The build-up to those attacks and the fact that they knocked out the radars, and when we discussed the fact that a massive Indian air attack was coming, and it came around with a ferocity that took the Pakistan military completely by surprise. We know what happened that night when a lot of Pakistan Air Force assets had to be moved back to their rear bases. They had activated their emergency protocols, which is like flying off highways and all of that thing. They were really afraid that night. They thought that this was going to be the end of the Pakistan Air Force. But this was, again, as intense as the bombardment from India was, it was again meant only to send a signal, and it was likely a response to that very irresponsible act that Pakistan did the previous night, which is to fire a ballistic missile. One or possibly more ballistic missiles that were fired towards Delhi at Sirsa. It was intercepted by our missile defenses. So this was India at its most ferocious. The Indian Air Force mounting a tempo of operations that has not been seen since 1947 in the short time that it had. And Gaurav, the big takeaway here is that you're looking at a political leadership that understands the utility of coercive air power, and it knows how to use air power. This is something we have not seen since 1947. Air power has always been, supportive of land offensives. It has never been used as a sledgehammer like it has been used this time.
Like and a sledgehammer across Asim Munir's face, the banner in which India's targeted multiple bases. Stay with me. Dr. Ajay Kumar, the Prime Minister addressed the nation. He's now even addressed the people of Pakistan from Kutch. The External Affairs Minister, he's briefed the Parliamentary Consultative Committee. Is the opposition still insistent on either a special session of Parliament on Op Sindoor or willing to wait for the next session, sir?
Gaurav, I was listening to Sandeep and you. The biggest danger is when you have cheerleaders just cheering on and on for the simple reason, and please give me. Wouldn't you have preferred
completely
your
uncalled for? Completely uncalled for. We are stating facts. You tell me what is it that we've said which isn't a fact.
Okay, so
leader now, as per you.
Now, one sec. Anybody with a normal mindset would say that, but I take, if you're offended, I apologize.
No. Don't worry about me being offended.
You speak, boss.
Sandeep is an
You
Indian,
speak,
I'm an
because
Indian.
you're so badly
We are very
mannered,
proud
you
of
don't
what
let
our
others
Air
speak.
Force has done. We are very proud of 13 Pakistani Air Force bases being targeted. I'm sorry, what part of it is cheerleading for you?
No, it's not cheerleading. The question is, look at the coverage. First question is, would you not want the Prime Minister to go to Poonch? Would you not like the Prime Minister to speak to the 26 people whose families members were dead? Or would you prefer it to be a political drama? That question none of you will ask. Wouldn't it be better for the people?
Sir, ऐसे बोलो ना आप ये cheerleader leader क्या बोलते हो फिर?
I'm going to
नहीं, it's so uncalled for. आप normal जवाब दो ना.
No, one sec.
Not expected of an ex-IPS officer. I'm sorry.
One sec.
Completely not expected of you.
This is the problem. You call us in a debate. Either you call me and listen to me. I'm asking a question.
I'm not going to listen to you name call. I'm telling you very frankly, I respect you. You know I respect you, but no name calling, please.
Okay, so what name calling? Let me complete my statement. I said,
go on.
Okay, my first question to you is, won't you prefer the Prime Minister to go to Poonch? First question. Won't you prefer the Prime Minister to speak to the 26 people who are dead? And what is happening from the time, whether it is Barmer or Gujarat, won't you think that it is politicizing of the defense forces and the action, and there is nothing wrong with that? Isn't it a political rally? My only agony, and every right Indian should think it. I'm okay with if the Prime Minister addressed the nation and gave credit to it, to the government and to the defense forces and the government and whatever decision is. That's okay. My only question is, now look at the tamasha. You put the Prime Minister in a helmet. You put posters of the Prime Minister in a helmet. There is not a single army guy there. There's not even a soldier there. My only agony is, why politicize a defensive action? And everything is political. So, look, Gaurav, I didn't mean to insult you guys. I apologize to you and Sandeep for that. Was not and please accept my apologies. My umbrage.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
My umbrage. Because you guys are decent guys. One sec. You guys are decent, and I didn't mean to in any way offend you and all. So I once again apologize for that. My only thing to you is,
thank you.
Yeah, my only thing to you is, I would have accepted my Prime Minister R.P. Singh Saab to go to Poonch. I would have accepted my Prime Minister to speak to those 26 dead people's family. That is the minimum request I would have had. If that is too much, I'm sorry for offending you. Second issue, my request to you is, everybody standing with the country, standing with the actions we have taken. Why are we politicizing it morning and evening with political rallies, sir? You will fight
Singh, please respond. These are pertinent points. Pertinent points that Dr. Ajay Kumar raises. Sir, you didn't have to apologize.
No,
but
sorry.
go on, Sandeep.
And apologies to you and Sandeep. No, I didn't mean it that way. Very sorry, Sandeep. Very sorry, Gaurav.
RP Singh, response, sir.
Sorry. Gaurav, they have been apologizing. I mean, they apologized for Rafale in the Supreme Court when they casted Prime Minister about the Rafale deal, and then they went and apologized in the court also. So that's how the party is, and that's how the spokesperson
No, sir.
also.
So this is again uncalled for, completely uncalled for. You know, this was a comment that I had. Sir, you're making a political comment. This was a personal comment that you know, Dr. Ajay Kumar, and since you've known each other for a very long time.
Gaurav, allow me to
Go on.
because Rafale is important. That's why I brought it here. Remember
on,
what sort of nonsense he kept saying about Rafale? And they are still doing it. And we know it, they are doing it intentionally for certain lobbies. Remember that Pfizer injection after the during Corona? Oh, Pfizer. And
But let's stay on this subject today, sir.
No, give
Our
me a
subject
second, give me a
today,
second, give me a
he's
second.
raising points. Why didn't the Prime Minister, you know, Dr. Ajay Kumar says, should he not have gone to Punch the way Rahul Gandhi did and raised those issues? Should he have not spoken to families or next of kin of the people who were killed instead of, as the Congress puts it, these political rallies that he's doing on the valor of our braves, sir?
Do you think it is a political rally? It is a rally to send a message across the border to the people of Pakistan that there is still an opportunity for you to mend your ways and mend your leaders also. There's an opportunity for you. Otherwise, you will face the bullet of the country in Indian Army. But that was the message. So what is wrong in it? Because ultimately, how do you think things will change in Pakistan? Things will change only when वहाँ का आवाम वहाँ पे खड़ा होकर बोलेगा कि साहब आप गलत कर रहे हो, हमको गोली नहीं खानी. We don't want a bullet from the Indian Army. There's the issue.
Okay.
And also, give me a second now. Man, they ask questions on Indian Army, saying कितने हवाई जहाज गिरे, आपने ceasefire क्यों किया? I mean, although DGM categorically stated that it was the ceasefire asked by the DGM of the Pakistan. And we are not ceasefire still. We are still on. It's just a pause.
Okay, Dr. Ajay Kumar, you want to respond to these 2 points that have been raised before I bring in Sandeep again? Because even veteran Congress leaders like Salman Khurshid and Shashi Tharoor and Anand Sharma, they've very, you know, ably taken India's case across the world. And of course, even said that people like Donald Trump are trying to claim credit, not doing anything. He had no role to play in the ceasefire. Has the Prime Minister also answered that question effectively today, sir?
No, so the couple of questions. Like the Prime Minister says, Modi ki goli. You know, it is not RP Singh Saab the right way to do it. It is Desh Bharat ki
Your
goli.
leader can't utter a word, so what is wrong in it?
Boss, I don't interrupt
One by one. Okay.
You're so badly
The
behaved,
moment
RP Singh
Dr.
Saab,
Ajay
you're so
Kumar
bad.
finishes, I'm coming to you,
And
sir.
I never interrupt you, boss. Yeah,
Sorry. Go ahead.
RP Singh Saab, you're a friend of mine.
Sir,
No offense.
although
Yeah, cool.
it's not.
No, you're a good.
Sir. Please go
You're a
ahead.
good. Yeah, you're a good guy.
Sir, go ahead, sir.
Nothing personal. Okay. Thank you, RP Singh sir. My only question to you is, I would request the BJP, whether it's their posters you're putting, whether you are saying Modi ji ki goli and all that, it just makes, you know, everything political. The defense of the country. You say that Bharat muh tor jawab dega, anybody would be okay. Because what happens is then the Prime Minister becomes a political person. No, I'll just complete, sir. Second issue, again, I'm repeatedly saying, Operation Sindoor has become some kind of a political messaging going across the country. That's not a good thing for the country. The BJP has done political programs to it. It just makes sure that you make people divide on political lines. Right now, we need to be on the same page. And we were on the same page for a long time. But once you made it political, then it is. So my request is that everybody in this country should non-politicize it, Gaurav, so that everybody, because the moment it becomes political, then you have 70% or 60% of India saying, hey, I didn't vote for BJP. Why should I follow them? This is unnecessary.
RP Singh, please respond.
Yeah.
Please
It is
respond.
unnecessary.
You know, initially the entire country stood united. The moment it becomes a political rally, and in a parliamentary democracy, the government has to take the opposition on board and in confidence. So if the opposition is repeatedly saying, have a special session of parliament, in an all-party meeting, let the Prime Minister come and tell us what is happening, what's wrong with it?
Well, Gaurav, before I answer that, who other than congressmen is not happy in this country? He said 65-35. I mean, man is out of his brain. I'm sorry, sir. I have to use this hard word.
Again, no personal attacks, sir,
No.
please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
No
but I have to
personal
use this hard
attacks.
word. How can you think country can be divided on Operation Sandoor? Who in this country is not saying, yes, we did it. As Indian, we did it. And yes, do you remember? No, give me a second. Do you remember Manmohan Singh ji, after 26/11, Major Homi, Fali Major Homi made a request that
Air
allow us
Chief
to
Marshal
strike.
Fali Homi Major.
Yeah, he made an Air Marshal request. Fali Homi Major made a request and he was denied that. So what are you talking about? And thereafter, the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh went to Sharm el-Sheikh and said, no, poor Pakistan. Oh, he is also affected by the terrorism. Balochistan will take care of, we'll ensure that Balochistan is taken care. We'll ensure that there's no nuisance in Balochistan. I mean, this was what has happened. And don't you take credit for 1971 war? The Indira Gandhi did that. All your tweets, all your posters which you're putting on tweet, what are they showing? So what is wrong? I mean, if Prime Minister Modi has given a full backing to the army, then what's wrong?
Dr. Ajay Kumar, the last 30 seconds I have on this part of the show, is there merit in RP Singh saying that the Congress on this parliamentary seeking a special session of parliament is isolated? They give reference of Sharad Pawar, for example. He's been rather lukewarm, saying this is a time when sensitive military secrets cannot be discussed in public. There are those who are saying that why is it that the Congress party wants to know how many aircraft were lost at this point of time? Why are they raising issue of POJK right now, or why it wasn't taken? And this reference to JJ, isn't that in poor taste, sir?
No, so Gaurav, so a few things. Look, I think the Parliament
Let
being
Dr. Ajay
taken,
Kumar complete his point, sir.
the Parliament being taken into conference has always happened even in the middle of the Chinese war and any war, because the Parliament is the highest session and it's got the most responsible people. I don't think that's an issue. The issue is the discussions on where can we improve. I don't think any parliamentary debate will say where did the intelligence fail or how many planes went down. The discussion will be on how do we strengthen it, whether it happened with, and look, RP Singh Saab keeps quoting Manmohan ji, XYZ. I mean, I don't want to say Vajpayee ji did this. He was our prime minister. He took a decision at that time which he thought was the best interest of the country. Whether it is Jaswant Singh going, whatever be it with the Kandahar hostage, what you call release of the terrorists. The government at that time took, look, you might find faults and we will keep attacking each other. But I'll tell you one thing, whatever government is there in power, Mr. RP Singh, everybody's a nationalist. Everybody does his best at that time of the day, or what he thinks is in India's interest. Whether you are scared of a nuclear conflagration or not, those are different issues. But I want to finish quickly, just 2 seconds, that let us stop politicizing.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
I
it.
couldn't
Thank
agree
you.
with you more, sir. Wouldn't agree with
Thank
you
you.
more.
And Gaurav, sorry again.
Not at all, Dr. Ajay Kumar and
Sandeep.
RP Singh for joining us here on India Today.